Coachman here. Part 3 of the this thing right here, this thing. And oh, by the way, it's an error car. See that? Look at that. It's an error car. See? And oh, by the way, yeah, I had to do this off camera because it took me a little while to sort this out. I started out thinking I would use paper clips. I'll have to take back what I said about paper clips and brass rod and all that. I ended up using brass. I started out using these paper clips, little L bracket things, and that didn't work out. So let me show you what I did here. See that? And so I went through the top. Nice. I went through the top with a U-shaped piece of brass. See? I got the grill epoxied in. So I went through my holes I drilled. I drilled through the grill base here, and I shaved off the post. So I went through with a U piece and then bent the little tabs here. Are you kidding me? Stupid battery. Great. I can get one video per battery? What is going on with this stupid thing? Oh, I hate you, battery. I hate you. So anyway, yeah. So I got these deals, and then so I can take it on and off. It just sort of, you kind of flex the frame rails out, and then there you go, boom. So I got to come up with a stop so that it doesn't end up like that. It'd be kind of embarrassing driving down the road and have the front end flip, you know, all the way around like that. And I got to do a little tweaking around the edges on the fenders and the body and all that too. So it kind of gets caught on the sharp corners and stuff. So I got to do a little tweaking on that. So anyway, so I could pop the front end off, and then I'm going to have to trim these off. But see, I can slide these pieces that hold the axle on, right? Like that, see? And I can pop the front end on here like such, right? See that? And then I can slide my axle through. So let me let's cut a piece of axle material. This stuff here is what size is this? Square brass. Oh, speaking of brass, a couple of you guys have mentioned styrene. I tried styrene, that didn't work. And then I tried this piece here. This is made out of brass plate. Right, out of this brass strip here, and I didn't care for that either. So I guess technically I'm like I tried 6 different things till I came with to the soda can arrangement. But anyway, I'm going to guesstimate my axle material here. Right, so then the axle slides through the soda can. Man, that irritates. So I got to charge the battery every freaking video. Great. I guess when I take the SD card out, I'll have to do that. Okay. So there you go. What can I mark the axle tube with? Right? Can I mark it with something to mark it with? Well, that's not going to work. How about? Do I still have a? No, I broke this. I broke this saw blade. Let me mark it with a saw blade. Another quality production you've come to to approve of here. Let's see. Okay, there you go. This is part 3, by the way, of the, oh shoot, I didn't do that. Part 3 of the gasser build, brought to you by the Crazy Man Workshop. And what's going on here? Boy, I'm just having a heck of a time. So why is this not working? Oh, I didn't have it tight. God, really? See, this is what happens when you try to, if you try to rush. See, now the battery light's got me bugged. So now I feel I have to rush, which I do because the battery's going to go dead. And that's what happens. I got a piece of blade stuck in there. There we go. All right. Fiddly thing. Yeah, the working with this saw is really kind of tricky because it's like, I guess it's like playing video games. You know, like sometimes you get in the zone and you just like kicking butt, and then the next day you pick it up and you can't do anything right. That's kind of how it works with the saw. All right, let's mark it with a saw. I'm not doing it very good. Oh my goodness. There we go. You got a mark in it. Now I got to try to get this thing out of here. It's too long. Okay, there we go. There we go. No, there we go. So now we're going to cut it. We'll cut this little aluminum tube. And shoot, I got rid of the, I don't know what size aluminum tube I'm using here. Let me look at my pictures, and I can tell you what I'm using, because it's what file is it in? Hotwheels? Yes, sir. Clearance item. Oh shoot. I got the aluminum tube. I got clearance, so she didn't put a part number down. All right, well, maybe next video I'll let you know on that one. Let's go ahead and cut this since I'm running out of time. This may be the final video on this car. I've been working on this thing now 3 weeks. I have never spent so much time on a Hot Wheel in my entire life tinkering with this thing. So it seems like my ADD, or it seems like my OCD has kicked my ADD's butt. Because I think I'm suffering from both of those things. Obsessive compulsive and attention deficit. So we'll put the axle tube in here. And maybe the next video I'll start a new project, and then I'll show you the completed thing. Like I say, this is going to be just a boneyard car. It's going to have no engine in it. It's just I think I'm going to make wheels for it. I had these wheels I have on there, but I'm not going to use those wheels. Not for a boneyard car. I'll save those for something a little more spectacular. But anyway, there's the axles. And then it's just a matter of, in order to attach these, I use sections of the stock axle, right? And then it just fits right in the tube. Okay. So what I'll end up doing is drilling a hole in the tube, tiny little hole in the tube, and then I'll insert the axle, and I'll put a little drop of super glue in each hole, and I'll lock the axle in, and it'll keep the glue from getting to the wheel, so it'll still spinsky, you know what I mean? Spinsky. So the original axle I cut for this was too short. So I'm liking this one better, yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, so there's sort of the look. Can you see that? Sort of the look. Yes. And I think I'm happy with that soda can, I think. Sort of the pins and everything, sort of give it some, I don't know, a little, I don't know. It's not just a blob, it kind of has something to look at or whatever. So I'll go ahead and I'll just epoxy that, or super glue or epoxy that, probably epoxy, and call that good after I get it aligned properly. But if you guys want to play with soda can, right, just take a regular soda can and cut the top and bottom off and slice it down slice the side, and then lay it out and try to smooth it out as flat as you can. And then you want to clean off the paint, which I've used alcohol wipes. And then you want to flip it over to do the inside part of the can, which has the what do they call that? The coating, the caramel coating, or whatever it is. And I'll use acetone and some Scotch-Brite and clean all that off. You can do both sides with acetone and Scotch-Brite or whatever, because you want it clean. You want to get the paint and the stuff off of it. So in order to work with it, basically you just scribe it. You scribe it with an X-Acto knife, and then it'll break right where it break perfectly straight, right where you cut it. Now, if you want to make like boxes or stuff, because I've used this stuff for building stuff for the model cars. So in order to do so it doesn't break, you want to do it like a segmented cuts, right? Probably not going to be able to see that, but not a complete line, but segmented, and then it'll bend right there and it won't break. So then you can make boxes. You can make boxes and stuff with it, right? Pretty sweet, huh? So getting back to this thing, let's just go till the battery dies, I guess. Why not? I'm going to take it back apart again. And I still got to do some painting. I want to get rid of this chrome interior, obviously. There's the front with the... But I need to do something with the firewall. I'll put the window back in it. Right, so since it's not going to have an engine, I need to do something with this firewall area here. So probably what I'll end up doing is my standard issue business card. Gonna figure out what I need and just cut it out. And the cool part about the business card is, I mean, it's like, especially if you get the ones that are coated on both sides, it's smooth and it's easy to work with. Just trial and error. Just see what works, see what'll fit. And you can also, I was around here somewhere, I had another one going. You can put like little elements on the firewall or whatever to try to kind of give it some interest. Little bits and pieces of whatever. I use so you get the idea, and then you can kind of bend it to right, sort of get the firewall shape. Oops. So you kind of get the general idea. You're just playing around with it. You could make your cutout for the transmission tunnel or whatever. trim that little bottom, down on the bottom a little bit more. There you go. Yoza. So there you go. So I don't know, you guys, are you guys digging the new concept here or what? I'll have to start working on doors and stuff, engine doors, showing you how to do the doors and all that. Just kind of working on the fly. Each one's a little different. So anyway, there's sort of, as you know, got the firewall action going there. And you glue it into place. You can obviously paint it. Gonna tuck it in the corner there. Right. Right. Well, this one here has like the transmission on the bottom, so I guess you could probably just leave that. Maybe you could create like a round, like a bell housing out of a piece of soda can or something. I try to make things as realistic as possible, but like I say again, I really overthink a lot of stuff, and that's where I get myself into trouble. I end up just throwing the thing back in the box because it's like I don't know what to do with it. So, but yeah, 3 weeks on this little goofy car. But there you go. So maybe the next time you see this little rig, it'll be done, and maybe we can move on to something else. Yeah. So I guess that's it for now. Part 3 of the gasser build. I guess we've come to a screeching halt here. But let me know if you like the format. You want me to keep going. Otherwise, I'll change the program or something. Whatever. Or until I get sick of it. And I'll do something else. What else was I going to talk about? I think that was it. Right? I retracted my statement on paper clips versus brass. Right? But there is I prefer using the paper clip for the roll cage, though. I must say that. I'll retain that statement. Okay, that's it. Bushman out.